Whether you like it or not, Apple and Google are perhaps the most powerful duopolies that consumers have desired. It's pretty difficult to argue that there are devices that don't run on Google or Apple's operating systems. We've witnessed the Google-Apple duopoly in reality, and it makes perfect sense. When it comes to deciding between Apple and Google, the choice is challenging. The tensions between the two companies have been going on for years, but now we must make a far more difficult decision. We must choose an ecosystem. In this video, we'll take a look at the world's most powerful duopoly, which effectively controls the whole market, including software, smartphones, applications, electronics, and so much more. Welcome to Wealthy Mindset, where we explore unique and breathtaking angles from the world of money, economics, personal finance, and investing. But before we dive into it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, click on the bell icon right there so you never miss any of our subsequent videos. We are frequently confronted with seemingly identical options that turn out to be vastly different. These two businesses are fundamentally opposed. It's not just luck that brought Google and Apple success. Sales promotion, strategic carrier relations, and customer loyalty were all key attributes. Even so, as the failures of Amazon and Facebook phones demonstrate, this isn't always enough. It was necessary for someone to come out on top in the software war, and no single element could have ensured success. Add a little luck on top of Apple and Google's wise efforts, and you get to where they are now. Apple's strategy, however, is mostly focused on prestige and making you stand out as an Apple owner, whereas Google's plan is all about functionality and what you're doing with its devices. In practice, Apple is more obsessed with form, look, and convenience of use, whereas Google is more concerned with efficiency. Even in terms of finances, the two companies are vastly different. Google isn't concerned with initial profit margins on its own products, since it generates revenue from advertising and selling user information. Apple, on the other hand, thrives on the margins. The corporation makes money by constantly lowering costs while increasing pricing. Customers that are a good fit for either line are typically thrilled with the outcome. Keeping aside the price factor, Apple consumers are seen to be more persistent than Google users in the past. At Apple, the product reigns supreme, and people are drawn to the company's products and services. Apple's core approach is to get consumers to buy new phones, but Google has been shifting towards a more long-term service model where upgrades are successfully pushed out to customers where available. Google places a greater emphasis on sustainability than Apple, probably because Google's business model favors it as it is much more service-oriented. Apple, which is more concerned with product sales than with services, is currently at odds with sustainability since its business strategy is based on gadget replacement. Well, it's not that harsh to say that customers who are particularly status-driven are likely to be pleased with the Apple line. Those that are more function-oriented see their device as a tool rather than a piece of personal jewelry, and want more device options that will typically benefit from the Android ecosystem. Google offers what consumers think they want, whereas Apple creates what they think consumers want. Google prioritizes development over research, whereas Apple favors research over development. Apple typically knows its customers better than they know themselves. They do this through detailed investigation and an emphasis on providing a pleasant and reliable user experience, as well as everlasting solutions. They also have a hierarchical system in which the quality of the end product is controlled by a few skilled designers. While it is excellent for creating flawless products, it sometimes necessitates more time and work at the outset. This "we know what you want" strategy might be perceived as unfriendly by some, limiting its user base and perhaps offending niche market users. Google, unlike Apple, prefers to rely on user feedback. They frequently open source their content when feasible, and they value community input and review. This allows them to efficiently build a diverse range of products and attract a large potential audience, and that's where Google gets its data. Consider all of the features that an Android phone has that an iPhone does not. Users, on the other hand, aren't always sure what they're looking for. Recall the Kickstarter concept for a modular phone that became popular in 2013 before being bought out by Google. It was a fantastic concept, but it didn't work out. Thus, placing a heavy reliance on users has both benefits and drawbacks. While consumers' perspectives should be considered, however, creating for them does not imply that they should be the developers. It means analyzing users in order to figure out what they demand. On the other hand, Google is accustomed to agile projects and can make swift modifications when errors are found. So, who are you rooting for? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest business trends and interesting facts. You can also turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any of our mind-blowing videos. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!